Okay, so you must just tell us, are we okay here?
Yeah, that looks good.
That looks good. And
Yeah.
there's no guitars
No,
on the
to
heads?
that side, so
Okay, that's good.
Don't worry about the guitars, they don't
Yeah,
bite.
it looks as though it's coming
I
out of
know,
your
I
head.
know.
Yeah, you know the story.
Alright,
Alright.
so I'm gonna count down 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Hey there, welcome to Rock It Real, where it doesn't get any rocking or realer than this. And today we're going to be chatting to... yeah, it's all the noise outside.
Do you guys mind if I close? Just
No,
carefully?
no, they stop it.
Well, they stop.
And you will not hear it here on the microphone, and it doesn't matter.
You won't hear that, it
Are
doesn't
you
matter,
sure?
yeah.
Sorry
Okay,
about
so
that.
stop it and start it again.
There we go. And 3, 2, 1.
Hey there, welcome to Rock It Real, where it doesn't get any rockier or realer than this. And today we're speaking to Eckart Borutto, fellow TV presenter and musician from Hamburg. Eckart, nice to have you on the show.
Welcome!
So Eckart, tell me, you've also been a presenter, also done quite a few interviews with a lot of people. Give us a little bit about your background from the TV and the presenting side.
Yeah, I started making music in teenage age and had a lot of youth idols, and I started a TV show called Rock Pop Live in the 90s. And I was very lucky to meet a lot of my youth idols and make interviews with them, like Motörhead and Status Quo and Clawfinger a little bit later, and Kid Rock and all these people, like the Ärzte. Here nobody knows the Ärzte, but it's a very popular German band, for example.
Ah, and you said also from your musician side that you had some pretty famous people playing in the band that you had back in Hamburg.
Yeah. One of the pretty famous. Yeah, I had some bands like Barrack and Silent Scream and Catalina over the years, and we had a very good time. And that was a time when it was paid, and people came to our concerts. We had full house. So it was really a good sex and drugs and rock and roll time. Not too much drugs, sure, yeah, but a good time.
And tell me, you said also that from your side, the people that you had in the band that you played with, you also played with some people who went on. I think you mentioned when we were talking the other day about Rammstein.
Yes, the singer of one of my bands was living together with the guitarist of Rammstein at the times of the German Democratic Republic. In a 100 square meter flat in Schwerin, East Germany, yes, and so they had all these connections. Rammstein came from Feeling B, that was a wild crowd of musicians, and in the end, now we have Rammstein, yeah. And the other thing is Silent Scream was produced by John Schaffer.
Ah,
have you heard about him?
I've heard about John Schaffer.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was famous because he got in jail because he was coming into the capital, yeah? You can call it capital in America, yeah. So that's why some people say, oh, we don't want to have something with him, but he produced our album, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And you mentioned Motörhead. I know you did an interview with Lemmy. What was that like? What was he like as a...
I got to know in 1996. There was a TV interview backstage at that Super Crash festival, and it was a German TV that was not so specialized in heavy metal, and the moderator asked the band, "Who are you?" "I'm Nikki D, I play drums." "And who are you?" "Yeah, so Phil Campbell, I play guitar." And then he said, "I'm Isaac Newton, I play triangle." And then the man asked, "Okay, can you tell to the audience in TV what kind of music do you play? And then he said, oh, why not? Everybody knows what we play. Well, you don't have to tell it in TV. And after that, I had a long talk with Lemmy because I was living in Hollywood at that time when he had his 50th birthday, 1995 or 1996. But unfortunately I was not at that party, and we talked about his party, his guests were Metallica and Iggy Pop and so, and we talked and have been drinking and have been drunken. And next time I met him at another festival and we had breakfast together, and that was the first time when I saw that he is really minimum drinking 1 bottle of whiskey a day.
Wow.
I did not believe it when I read that in the papers. They always said he drinks every day minimum 1 bottle of whiskey. But it's true.
I remember seeing on the videos, Motörhead videos, where he's got the bottle, there's a bottle of Jack or something down by the microphone.
We had breakfast at 11 and the bottle was on the table and we talked and then it was 1 o'clock and the bottle was empty. And I did not drink, only Lemmy. And then later he visited me in Hamburg, it was a big honor. I had my company at the Reeperbahn St. Pauli, that is a famous place in Germany for red light and music clubs, and it's a big scene. And so he visited me there and we had a long night, and I think I met him 4 times in my life. And,
wow.
It's a good thing to remember.
And you know, from what you've done, all your interviews and from the TV, what can you say is the highlight of your career as from?
Spontaneously, I would say that Lemmy thing, because Lemmy was one of my biggest youth idols. When I was in school, a friend of mine made a painting, life big, as a real life, on the wall of the school. So he was very big for us, and Motörhead, super cool. And that I met this person, and he was something like a buddy to me. Staying in contact for some years, that was one of the most impressive things for me. Another nice thing was that Kid Rocks thing. Kid Rocks, we had so much fun. We had been drinking until the next morning and making so many silly, funny things. And now we go back to Donald Trump. I did not have contact to Kid Rocks the last year. You know, he married Pamela Anderson, and they had some big hits like All Summer Long that was popular in South Africa too. And he's still a big star in America. And I googled that, and I found out he is the best friend of Donald Trump. He was in the White House, in the Oval Office, and he was playing golf with Donald Trump. And some people said he should be a minister, and so amazing. That was the person I was drinking the whole night. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. And tell me, you know, obviously from the music scene, from then, I mean, I grew up with the rock and stuff. I was listening to bands like Iron Maiden, who one of my highlights was actually interviewing Adrian Smith from Iron Maiden.
Oh yeah. Bruce Dickinson was in my house too, several times,
There we go. And that was an amazing concert when they came through here. And I mean, I saw those were the sort of bands that I grew up with, Judas Priest, Wasp, Whitesnake, all those bands. But now, obviously, those bands are a lot older, like Scorpions was also one of my favorite German bands. From that time, I think up until now, I mean, okay, there's not a lot of decent rock really that's metal that's coming up from the old school style. I mean, from like the sort of 80s, early 90s. But what was it like then in, you know, from in Germany that time, sort of in the 70s, 80s?
It was very popular. It started in the 70s with bands like Status Quo, Sweet, Slade, Susi Quattro, and they are still my favorites. And you said Wasp, I once should make an interview with Blackie Lawless.
Yes.
But he did not want, not because of me. he did not know that it's a TV interview. And so he was with short pants and nothing. So, it's for TV. No, I'm not prepared. I don't have the right outfit yet.
It was actually quite
But
funny.
he was a friendly guy. I can accept that. And if I would here be naked and somebody comes with cameras, I would say, oh.
That's why we called you before we actually arrived to the interview.
Yeah.
Just to make sure. And anything that you'd like to talk about from the music, from your own music? I mean, from you're a guitarist, and I've seen some of your video clips. In fact, we're going to hopefully play out with one of Eckart's video clips. But yeah, tell me a little bit about from the musician side.
Yeah, I started as a teenager, found my first guitar in a waste bin. It's true, because we're very, very poor. We don't have money. It was my wish to have a guitar. It was damaged and I repaired it. And with two of my best friends, we founded a band. Nobody could play, but we worked on it. And we're getting better. And then I had some very good bands, and we had more or less success, and now it's impossible to sell CDs if you are not Rolling Stones or Scorpions. Nobody would buy a CD of Eckart Borutto now.
Why not?
Because the time changed. Everybody knows, yeah. it's sad but true, yeah. But I still play music, and I like to be on stage. I play in Spain, in South Africa, a little bit in Germany, and I play my own songs. Mostly I play only guitar and drums, so it's not a band, because I'm traveling very much in the world, so it's not possible to have a band with you all around the world. And I enjoy it very much when audience likes my own compositions and sings, dances. That is a nice success, but not for the money.
And style? What sort of style influences?
It's hard rock and roll. That are my basics. I'm a very big rock and roll and rockabilly lover, and for me that is the basic of all. And I listen to mainly rock and roll, hard rock, metal, a little bit of classic. Sometimes, if it's by good musicians, presented jazz. I have a lot of respect for jazz. But basically, it's hard rock and roll, and hard rock and roll, you can say. Yeah.
There we go.
And that's the basic for my compositions, for my music. Yeah.
Is there any?
Okay. Movie recording is stopped automatically.
When?
Now.
Right now.
Yeah.
That's actually perfect, because now what I want to do is hang on. Oh.
Oops, okay.
No, hang on.